going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time for a Group 3 race on Gran Turismo Sport. So, it's time to get ready for Circuit de Barcelona Grand Prix race to be able to get started. So, looks like this is going to get everything will be ready to go. So, choose a Group 3 car that this will might be able to have the best choice to pick. So, looks like time to be able to going in to use the Prix Vision GT Group 3 with a nice style variant library design for it. So before you're enjoying watching the video of this race, so please leave a like, comment and subscribe on YouTube before this will might be able to check out with some more videos if you want to see more. So looks like this is going to get everything will be ready to get started. So bear have to take a lot of practice that this is going to be able to go for different categories. So well, after taking an N500 race on the Nations Cup, well, things doing good or not good. So maybe this is going to be able to have the best time that this is going to be able to get ready to be able to get started out for. So well, just going to be able to have to take plenty much more practice that if we can, because this is going to get everything will be ready to go. So let's just going to be able to make sure, because do the best handling turns we can get. So let's just going to be able to keep moving on to be able to do the best race we can get, because this is going to get everything we'll be ready to get started out for. So very good to be able to take the Group 3 race on Barcelona track, because this is going to get very challenging for us to begin with. So even that we might be able to have to take the first turn is going to get very simple ways to be able to do roughly in for by the corners to be able to get there. So well, just going to be able to stick on to the nice hood cam viewport, so you'll be able to do it much properly to be able to get in for it. Now, even that this is going to be able to take plenty much more extended run time that this is going to be able to going in for. So, well, good thing that taking the Group 4 race that this will might be able to do perfectly well for it. So, just going to be able to take one good preview surprise to be able to take a good look on it. So, evenly that regularly that this is going to be able to have to take anytime soon for it, whenever it's going to be able to take one good heads up notice to be able to be prepared to be able to give one good extra surprise that this group might need it for. But it's always been busy going on, because well, having some more libraries to come, always going to have to make support to be able to do the best we can, to because this is going to get everything we'll be able to do a lot of more racing to be able to keep it going, to be able to take much more driver rating to be increased. So just going to be able to take a lot of practice every day, so it will might do perfect that this is going to be able to take a lot of focus, and then just going to have to stay on grip to be able to keep it well focused, because just going to be able to make sure this is going to get very challenging that this is going to be able to do it nice and slow, but any comfortable that this will might be able to have a choice to be made. But well, sometimes it's going to get pretty difficult if we might be able to do the best we can, because avoid the negativity, try to have something very positive that this will might need it to be able to make sure. So looks like this is going to be able to take one standard lap time for only 1 minute and 52 seconds. So just going to be able to have to beat under 50 seconds by the minute that this is going to be able to take a little bit time for. Okay, now looks like this is going to get everything we might give the good gap distance check that this is going to be coming in for. So it's going to get very probably that this is going to be able to take one good smooth ways to be able to take, but just going to be able to go hard and aggressive that this is going to be able to take. Alright, that should probably be able to do excellent turn to have, and then just going to be able to do it quick and properly in, and then this is going to get everything worked up very perfectly to be able to take plenty much more turns to get. Well, it's going to be very harder if we might be able to do proper ways to be able to get there. Okay, that was a very messy turn, and then just going to be able to try this again for it, because it has to be able to do perfect ways to be able to master the Barcelona track that this is going to be able to take. Okay, so maybe this is going to be able to do perfect ways to be able to get in for, and then just going to be able to do it well that was very sloppy because this might need to be able to take a lot of grip to be able to keep it well pressured on hold. So it's going to get very aggressive that this is going to need to take a lot more speed to be able to get in, or just going to have to take it by the foot. Okay. Just going to be able to take one good speed to be able to go and start over for a new lap time that this one might have. So just going to be able to take the progress that this is going to be able to make the key to be able to take one good perfect skill that this is going to might have everything going. Okay, just going to have to take the inside turn at the first corner. It is going to get very tougher if we might be able to do it quick, because this is going to get very aggressive ways to be able to get on for. So luckily this is going to be able to take plenty much more speed, and then just going to be able to keep trying until this is going to be able to do better rhythm to be able to find the good grooving skills that this is going to be able to have. Okay. Just going to have to take a little bit more time, and then, well, just going to have to take plenty much more distance to be able to get. Okay. That should do it. Now, always going to be able to keep a little bit mindful distance to be able to be made. But it's going to get very roughly that this is going to be able to deal with any more strategies to be able to coming in for. Okay, just going to have to take plenty much more turns that this is going to get very sharper to be able to get there for it. Okay, just going to have to keep it a little bit slowing in, and then that's definitely might be getting a little bit upper hill advantage that this is going to might need to take. Okay, there we go. Just going to take a little bit crossing in by the chicane. Well, this is going to get very risky for it because this is going to get very stronger to be able to get in for. Alright, there you go. 1 minute and 50 seconds. That should probably do it. So this is going to get everything will be ready, because good thing that the sunset condition is definitely might be the time that this is going to be able to have a post-race moment after the event, that this is going to get everything needed to be able to have a different category car for this event. Okay, so just going to be able to burst things first. Now only going to have to take under 1 minute and 50 seconds by the time that this is going to be able to take, because this is going to get very competitive, that this is going to be able to take a lot more speed, and then try not to lose any grip or try not to lose any control of the car, because that may be having a little bit problem, just like the Porsche 911 GT3 RS like last time, because, well, it's going to be quite very tougher that this one might need to do a lot more practice for it. Just going to be able to make sure, just try to let it go, because it will might need to do a lot more practice if we can. Okay, looks like getting a little bit going up ahead. This might need to take. Okay. That one definitely might be pretty longer to get. Now, this is going to get everything will be ready to go to join in session of the race. So, looks like this is going to be able to take 11 laps on this challenge. So, this is going to get everything skillful to be able to be made. But even that this is going to get very anticipated that this is going to have to take plenty much more time of the distance, and then the tough handling is going to get very tougher to be able to have to get in for. So we have to be very careful wisely that this will might be able to avoid collision to be able to occur. Alright, so looks like 4 lap practice is done, and now this is going to get everything will be ready to be able to join in session automatically, that this is going to get everything will be prepared. So by every moment of this race that this is going to have to take a lot of pressure, that this is going to have to take a lot of contingency that this is going to be able to coming in for. Okay, now let's just going to be able to keep a little bit more time, and then this is going to be able to have a little extra time for keeping up the distance. We might be able to deal everything in for. Well, probably that this has to be able to take a wheel properly, that this will might be able to stay steady, that this will might keep it in to be able to stay longer it gets. Okay, Keep going in, and then this is going to be able to be prepared for a match, so this one might be able to wait for only a few moments. Okay, looks like this is going to be able to do properly to be able to do it good, or doing the better ways to get, so to be able to get through it for. So good thing that this is going to be able to start out on 15th place. So let's just going to be able to get ready, and then this will might be able to do the best way. We might be able to stay clean on this race, because different Group 3 cars matters. Everything we might need it to be able to work hard perfectly. We might get everything in for. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have to take on with some few other Porsche 911 RSR. Now, looks like let's just gonna get everything. We'll be prepared to be able to get started out for. Alright, let's pit out, and then this is gonna be able to have the fuel map. We'll be ready to go, because this is gonna get everything needed to be able to take best option choice will be made. Alright, here we go. Let's just gonna be able to take the warm-up time that this wheel might get ready, because this is gonna be able to have an after race party that this is going to be able to take. But, well, unfortunately, the mid-engine handling that this is going to get everything, we might take the terms that this is going to get everything challenging. We might be prepared. Okay, let's just going to have to take a little bit more time and do the best behavior race we can, because this is going to get everything concentrated, that this is going to get very less effect. Even the decrease is going to get very harder to get for it, so let's just going to be able to do it properly that this one might get started. So, alright, so 11 laps that this is going to get everything ready, so let's have a best of luck. So let's find out and see how it works properly that this is going to be able to get. Alright, looks like this is going to get everything. We'll be ready to go for a rolling start, so let's just going to be able to do proper ways to be able to get, and then this is going to get very tougher to be able to deal a lot of turns we might have. Okay, let's just going to be able to make sure this is going to get very balanced race, that this is going to be able to take a lot of handling turns to be able to get. So let's just going to do it nice and neat and try the best race we can, because this is going to get very challenging for one Tough Gr.3 race that this will might going in. Okay, going in by the slow start, then make the way onto the last corner by the start. It's going to get very tougher to be able to get in, to be able to make one good distance, to be able to keep it up on it, because this is going to get very longer to take, because this is going to have to take a lot of slipstream. We might be able to get in there. Alright, let's just going to be able to stop at the cones, and then this is going to get everything. We'll be able to going in, just take on the school course layout, and then yellow flag calls in seconds ago to be able to make one clear pass. Okay, that was definitely might be pretty terrible effort on the turn, so this is going to have to take a lot more speed to be able to get in there. Okay, just going to have to keep everything well stabilized, that this is going to be able to take a lot more turns to be able to get there. So it's going to be able to take plenty much more patience, and then just going to be able to keep it up for some more speed. Okay, there you go. Just going to give a little bit more pressure in, and then just going to have to take it in. Okay. Well, wasn't perfect on that turn, and then this is going to get everything properly we might have. Okay, keep it nice and slow. Alright, now let's just going to have to take that turn, and then this is going to get very wide open for the opponents. Really wanted to be able to overtake easily. Okay, let's just have to keep it going. So looks like just gonna be able to take one better chance for team victory to be able to take. Okay, that was a very bad chicane turn. Just gonna be able to look out for. Okay, 13 seconds on the gap ahead. Now this is going to get everything going, so this is going to be able to take 10 more laps to go, because this is going to get very semi-endurance on this race, folks, because this is going to get very challenging to be able to get. Okay, looks like spin out just definitely might be giving a little bit less of a curve problem for it, so that's definitely okay. Alright, there you go. Just gonna have to make one good pass and then hope this will might be able to take easy strategy to be able to let the opponent take the turn, while the other goes in to be able to take a little bit more time. Okay, looks like gonna have to take on in 11th place. This is gonna be able to stay on hold to be able to make it endure. Okay, looks like wasn't part of the plan for any other racers to try to keep up. Just gonna be able to have to pay respects to a bench. Alright, so everything's doing good. Now, looks like this is going to be able to take a lot more turns that this is going to be able to take. Okay, he can take it. I don't mind, so this is going to get everything. We'll be ready to be able to take a little bit more time to do it. Okay, looks like gonna keep a good eye out until everything is going to be able to have a collision going on to see it. Alright, coming in, and now looks like moving on into the next lap. And this is going to get everything we'll need to practice some more. Just going to be able to keep trying, and then this is going to get everything we might take to master all kinds of the tough corners around the Barcelona track. Because sometimes mistakes happen, and then we have to be able to take everything going by determined choices, expectations, or reality that this is going to be able to get. Remember, try not to do any side contact that this might be able to occur, bumping issues that this might penalty for it. Now, looks like this is going to get everything we might be able to stay on hold for a grip. We'll be able to take on for it. So, just going to be able to keep a little bit well pressure to get. Okay. Just going to go in and then relaunch the throttle. Take some time and then don't get a little bit too overwhelming pressure. Okay, it's about to be able to slow down. Okay, he's going in on that penalty line, so that should be good to go to be resumed. Alright, now looks like staying on in 10th place is going to get everything a little bit contested to be longer to take, but it's going to get very wide open if we might be able to have to brace for it. Well, just going to be able to have to make sure, try not to bump each other, because that will consider as a decreased SR to be able to take the bad rating that this is going to be able to take. Alright, stay on that mid throttle on the hold, and then, oh man, yeah, looks like that just definitely might be having a little bit collision going on for us. So, well, thanks for nothing, because I could probably be able to proceed to the penalty line, because this is definitely might be getting a little bit loosened up on it. Bummer, looks like I thought that I almost got myself into any spin out, so it's going to get everything a little bit of curve for. So, well, looks like this is going to get everything a little bit tougher to be able to get. Now, looks like every turn on the race that this is going to get everything pretty harder to be able to get there for. But sometimes it is pretty difficult. Now, looks like I'm just definitely might be able to stay clean and stay strong to be able to get there, but tough handling is definitely might be giving one obvious to be able to get in there. Okay, it's like this is going to be able to going in to take that penalty line that this will might be able to have. Okay, In a matter of moments, this is going to be able to going in to let the overtake comes, and then this is going to get everything. We'll have to stay careful. Okay, so that was definitely a pretty slow turn. Now, looks like this is going to get everything needs to be able to stay on the holding throttle that this is going to be able to get there for. Okay, well, so everything's all good for now. So, if possible, that this one might be able to turn the hazard lights off. So this is going to get everything we might do better ways to get. All right, fifth lap is going to be able to going in, and now just going to be able to stay on it. And then this is going to be able to have a half amount of the fuel left remaining, and then this is going to be able to take in for. Okay, just going to have to do this, and then this is going to get everything pretty difficult to be able to perform the inside turn. Okay. Well, even that was definitely like a different way of a deja vu, so it's going to get pretty hard to be able to take a lot of turns to be able to get there. Oh boy. Looks like this is going to get everything considered, so try not to get bumping each other, because learn to be able to take a lot of breaking points by communication that this is going to be able to take. Okay, that should be giving a good safer turn on that apex. It's going to get everything in for. Oh man. Yeah, looks like that was definitely having a little bit handling issue for it. That might consider to be dropping out on this position. Well, looks like this is definitely might be need to be able to take. It's too aggressive to be able to master the Barcelona track, because we tried to be able to play nice and stay safe on this race, because this is going to be able to coming in for. Okay, so looks like back onto 11th place, and now this is going to be able to take the 6th lap we might have, so only 5 more to go. Well, even that this is going to be able to cost the driver rating to be able to come out for. Okay, gonna have to take that turn, and then this is gonna get everything needed to take. Okay, looks like just gonna going in, and then this is gonna be able to take. Okay, now looks like still getting a little bit caught up behind. Now it's going to get everything a little bit tougher to be able to take. Okay, just going to get there, and then looks like another one just definitely might be going on the behind. So looks like going on the blue-black that this is going to be able to take on for. Okay, looks like that wheel might solve the little bit problem for. Okay, looks like that was definitely a terrible turn, so just gonna have to get everything in for. Okay, oh man, yeah, that's right. Looks like getting pit, and then that's how it considers. That was definitely a BM tactic move, that this is definitely not cool. Well, even that this is definitely might be pretty tougher on this race, because that was definitely plenty of mistakes too much, because we just don't want to get too overwhelmed. Alright, so looks like gonna have to take the 7th lap. We might continue on, and then this is gonna get everything needs to be able to take on for, because every race has a problem for the moment. it's anyone's handling problem that this wheel might get ripped off for it, because this is going to get pretty tougher to be able to get in there for, because we tried to be able to keep up for a very good race, but this is going to get everything struggled by the worst, because, well, always going to have to keep positive for more, folks, because we need to be able to keep trying until we might get better. Now, looks like this is going to get everything we might be able to take a look at pretty handling that this is going to be able to take on for. Okay, looks like this one might be able to have a best chance to overtake to proceed. Okay, now this is going to get everything handling in to be able to have to take a little bit more time and get everything a little bit well patient to get. Well, mostly other players that definitely might be able to try to master the Barcelona track by taking any patience to be able to take plenty much more aggressive to get. Now, looks like this is going to be able to get in there. Just going to be able to take the 8th place to be able to get in. Hope so. Just going to be able to take a little bit well maintained on the pace that this is going to be able to save a lot of fuel. Now, looks like this is going to get everything we'll need to be able to keep pushing in to be able to continue on for this race for it. Okay. This is going to get everything properly to get there. Okay. Just gonna keep going in, race up that speed. Just how everybody's trying to do it, because this is gonna be able to take few term aggressive that this is gonna be able to take it on for. Okay, stay on hold, and then just gonna be able to take that turn. Okay, always gonna have to keep minding the gap. It's gonna be able to take plenty much more inside turns we need to get. It's going to be able to take a lot of tough precision to be made. Oh man, gonna have to save it. Well, looks like that was been had. Well, unfortunately that this is going to be able to have to take plenty much more amount of fuel to be able to get there for it, so well, looks like here comes the sinking feeling, you guys. This is going to get very tougher to be able to take a lot of handling risk to get. Alright, let's go in and proceed to the pit stop. Just going to be able to get recommend to be able to call in, because this is going to get everything will be prepared. Alright. This is going to be able to take a lot more recommend fuel tires that this is going to be able to have. So, going on the racing hard tires to be able to go in. Just going to wait until I'm about to be coming in to be able to let the crew to get started. Alright. Looks like it's all good for now. Now, let's just going to be able to take a little bit more refuel, and then that should be it for now. Alright, going on in 14th place. This is going to get everything a little bit tougher it gets. The longer that this is going to be able to stay on hold, that this is going to be able to take. Okay, looks like this is going to be able to take the 9th lap. It's going to be able to take a little bit more pit stop recommend time that this is going to be able to going in. Now, looks like this is going to get everything we'll need to be able to take a little bit pressured on hold. Okay, so it's just going to have to take plenty lighter braking points whenever it's going to be able to use the brake balance on the front. Alright, just going to be able to keep it up and keep going, and then this is going to be able to get in. Okay, definitely not doing good, so just gonna have to stay on the zero balance that this is gonna be needed for. Okay, that was definitely loosened up on that balance because this is definitely might be pretty challenging to be able to take a lot more focus to get. Even experts, by using the manual transmission that should be very good in use, well, it's going to get very longer to get. Okay, 10th lap. Only gonna have to take one more to go, so this is gonna get everything we'll be able to get. Well, maybe this is gonna get pretty difficult for this race because we didn't get a chance to be able to reach up onto the top position. Now, let's just gonna have to keep doing the positive, and then this is gonna be able to do a lot more practice if we can, because this is gonna get everything we might take. Okay, looks like this is going to get everything, has to take a lot of effort for this racing performance that this is going to be able to get. Okay, looks like just going to be able to deal with some few gap distance is going to have to get. Well, sometimes not perfect for this race because we need to be able to keep trying to learn everything we have. Okay, just gonna get there. Okay, going in that chicane. Okay, now taking a little bit more slipstream we might need to take. So here we go, final lap is on its way, and this is going to be able to proceed until this one might be able to have a standard finish that this is going to be able to have on for. Okay, this is going to get everything a little bit riskier to get. Okay, this is going to get going. Okay, bad turn. Very bad turn that this is going to get everything probably we need to get. Alright, so looks like they just finally made it in the finish line in one piece, but we're still trying to keep it up on it. Well, even that this is going to get everything a little bit harder to be needed to take a lot of better skills for only a different Group 3 car we might need to have. Well, maybe what else do we need to do to be able to choose the best Group 3 cars that could take on the Barcelona track, because this is going to get very challenging we need to get. Okay. That was definitely might be getting a little bit harder to get. Okay, looks like this is going to be able to have time remaining for 5 seconds, and then this is going to be all over soon. Alright, that was definitely time over, and then, well, that was definitely might be doing a little bit better to get. So, well, good thing that race position by 2 is going to get everything might be needed to get. Well, even that things didn't went too well because we need to be able to try to keep up for a very good race. But we did all the best we can do, because always going to have to keep on racing and stay clean on this track, because this is going to get very challenging we get. So, looks like giving one good motivational skills we might have, because everything is going better and neutral. We might do everything we get. Well, can I say that that was close? Because this is definitely might be very good to be able to have it in for. Well, even that this is definitely might be pretty tougher to get, so let's just try to be able to keep control of ourselves, of making a good race that we need to be able to take a lot of good skills we need to have. So, well, we just definitely did good for the best race we have, because it probably went very tougher on this race elsewhere, because this is gonna needs to take a lot of progress we might get there for. And looks like let's just gonna get everything, we'll be ready to be able to get started for another time for our next race, and then this is gonna be able to check for more to be able to have. So let's see which vehicle to get for today's daily workout. It's gonna be the usual. Okay, looks like another Red Bull X 2014 Junior. So this could be very good and used. So even that this is going to get very challenging for us, if we might be able to try to master the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya. Well, same thing like the Nations Cup. Well, that was definitely second time in a row with a different category race that this one might be prepared. But we did the best we can. But we just definitely might be able to keep trying to do a lot more practice elsewhere, because, well, everything is too difficult for us if we might be able to learn to stay well controlled and do the best handling contingency if we can. But things might need to learn to do better ways to get. Always gonna have to find a good positive ways that this is gonna be able to keep on for having one good clean race we need to get, because it's gonna get progress that this one might have everything what we need to do. So stay clean on the race for having a one good tough challenge, folks, because this is gonna get everything we'll need by the risk. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the daily race on Gran Turismo Sports, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.